Google Gemini just changed the AI race completely. Most people still think Gemini is behind ChatGPT. They are wrong, and the benchmarks prove it. I am going to show you exactly what changed and why it matters. Let us start with the biggest change, the context window. Gemini 2.5 Pro supports a 1 million token context window. That is roughly 750,000 words in a single conversation. You could paste an entire legal contract and ask questions, or upload a full codebase and ask for a refactor. GPT-4o tops out at 128,000 tokens by comparison. That is nearly 8 times less capacity for complex tasks. For researchers, lawyers, and engineers, this is a massive advantage. Now let us talk about Deep Research mode. Deep Research lets Gemini browse the web for you automatically. You type a question, and it plans a full research strategy. It visits dozens of websites and compiles a structured report. I tested it against manual research on a 3-hour task. Gemini finished in under 10 minutes with 47 cited sources. The accuracy was comparable to a trained human researcher. This feature alone makes it worth upgrading to Gemini Advanced. Real-time web access is the next major upgrade. Earlier Gemini versions had a knowledge cutoff like other models. Gemini 2.5 Pro now pulls live data from Google Search in real time. Ask it about yesterday's news, and it knows exactly what happened. This is a fundamental edge over base GPT-4o and Claude 3.5. Now let us cover Google Workspace integration. Gemini is now built directly into Gmail, Docs, and Sheets. In Gmail, it summarizes long email threads instantly. In Docs, it drafts full reports from a single prompt. In Sheets, it writes complex formulas and analyzes data trends. For businesses on Google Workspace, this is a productivity multiplier. Next up is Notebook LM Plus, powered by Gemini. Notebook LM lets you upload sources and chat with your own data. It also generates podcast-style audio summaries of your documents. The Plus tier raises source limits and adds team-sharing features. For students and researchers, this tool is genuinely life-changing. Now let us look at Gemini's multimodal capabilities. Gemini can analyze video, audio, images, and text simultaneously. Upload a 90-minute video and ask it to summarize the key moments. It identifies specific speakers, topics, and timestamps with high accuracy. For audio, Gemini transcribes and translates in over 30 languages. Image understanding has also improved dramatically in 2.5 Pro. It can read charts, handwritten notes, and scientific diagrams. Now let us look at the benchmark numbers head-to-head. On MLU, Gemini 2.5 Pro scores 90.0%. GPT-4o scored 87.2% on the same test. On coding benchmarks, Gemini now rivals GPT-4o's best scores. Human EVL score for Gemini 2.5 Pro reached 84.1%. On math reasoning, Gemini 2.5 Pro leads the field at 74.0%. Claude 3.5 Sonnet scores around 71% on the same math tests. These gaps matter in real-world scientific and financial applications. Let us now look at specific use cases where Gemini clearly wins. Use Case 1. Analyzing a full-length book or research paper. GPT-4o cannot process an entire book in one Gemini can. Use Case 2. Generating code for a complex multi-file project. Gemini 2.5 Pro writes functional code with better error handling. Use Case 3. Real-time business intelligence from live data. Ask Gemini to monitor a metric and alert you when it spikes. No other AI model offers this combination at this scale right now. Use Case 4. Video analysis for content creators and marketers. Upload your competitor's YouTube video and get a full breakdown. This takes a human analyst hours. Gemini does it in minutes. Now let us talk about Gemini Advanced and its pricing. Gemini Advanced costs $20 per month via Google One AI Premium. That includes deep research, 1M context, and full workspace integration. ChatGPT Plus is also $20, but lacks the 1M context window. For power users, Gemini offers more per dollar right now. Now let us look at one area where ChatGPT still edges ahead. ChatGPT has a larger third-party plugin and integration ecosystem, but Gemini is closing that gap rapidly with Google's native tools. Gemini connects natively to Maps, YouTube, hotels, and flights. Ask it to plan a trip, and it pulls live flight prices and hotel reviews. No other AI model has this depth of integration with real-world services. Let us now discuss where Claude 3.5 Sonnet still competes well. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is widely regarded as the best model for writing. Its tone, nuance, and creative output edges Gemini in many tests. But for research, data, and real-time tasks, Gemini leads. Smart professionals use both tools for different workflows. Now let us look at what is coming next for Gemini. Google is building Gemini into Android, Chrome, and all its hardware. Project Astra is Google's vision for a persistent AI assistant. It will see your environment through your phone camera in real time. This moves AI from a chat tool to a full ambient intelligence layer. Google also unveiled Gemini in Google Meet for live meeting summaries. It transcribes, summarizes, and sends follow-up emails automatically. For enterprise teams, this saves hours of administrative work weekly. Let us talk about Gemini's performance on agent-based tasks. Agentic AI means it can take actions, not just answer questions. Gemini can browse, write, execute code, and send emails in sequence. This is the foundation of the AI agent economy being built right now. Now let us revisit the core question. Is Gemini 10x better? In context length, yes, 1M tokens versus 128K is a 7.8x difference. In real-time data access, Gemini is in a different league entirely. In multimodal tasks involving video and audio, Gemini leads clearly. In ecosystem integration, no model matches Google's native advantage. In raw language quality, the gap between top models is smaller. The honest verdict: Gemini 2.5 Pro is now a genuine Tier 1 model. 2 years ago, Gemini 1.0 was overhyped and underdelivered. Google learned from that and made 2.5 Pro genuinely competitive. The AI race is no longer a two-horse competition. This is good news for users because competition drives improvement. Here is my recommendation for who should switch to Gemini now. If you work with long documents, switch today. No competition. If you need real-time web data, Gemini is the clear winner. If you create video content, Gemini's multimodal edge is decisive. If you run a business on Google Workspace, Gemini is already there. For creative writing and nuanced prose, Claude 3.5 remains excellent. The best strategy is knowing which AI to use for which task. AI is no longer a single tool. It is a toolkit you need to master. The next 12 months will bring even bigger upgrades to all models. Gemini 3.0 is already in development at Google DeepMind. Google's hardware advantage with TPUs will only widen over time. Microsoft and OpenAI are not standing still either. GPT-4 will be announced, and that will reset the benchmarks again. The point is, the pace of AI improvement is accelerating, not slowing. What is true today about AI rankings may change within 6 months. Your job is to stay informed and adapt your tools as they improve. Gemini's biggest upgrade is simple. It finally does what Google promised. That makes it one of the most important AI tools available today. If you found this useful, subscribe for more AI analysis every week.